Hello everybody, I'm Randy Lanham, your host for Project Volunteer, along with my co-host,
Teresa Rowe.
Teresa. Where are we at today?
Why don't you make another noise? There you go.
Okay, where
we're
are we
at
at?
the Humane Society, Randy.
Owensboro
You should know that.
I do know that, and we're standing in front of the sign, the Owensboro
Yes.
Humane Society. So we are excited about letting you all know about all the volunteer opportunities that you can do at the Humane Society, wherever you live, right?
Yes, and you get to do all the cleaning. You do.
Why do I
you
get
do.
to do? Okay, you
said
get to ride a
would.
horse.
I would love that, Randy.
No, she's not riding a horse. I don't know what all we're going to get into today, but we're going to volunteer and help and make a
Yes.
difference. We want you to make a difference. Thanks so much for watching.
Hello, this is Randy Lanham.
And I'm Teresa Rowe, and we are your host for Project Volunteer.
Have you ever wondered what nonprofit organizations do or about all their different volunteering opportunities?
Or what about hearing testimonies from the recipients of their care?
Join us on our journey as we walk in the shoes of a volunteer for a day and find out about some amazing organizations that are literally changing the world.
And along the way, meet some true surprising heroes making a difference in the lives of others as we feature another Project Volunteer.
All right.
All right, ladies, tell me where we are today.
We're at the Owensboro Humane Society. We're on 2nd Street in Owensboro, Kentucky.
Okay, we're in your main office, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me what you do here.
Well, we have been a long-time standing charity that take in homeless animals and animals that are no longer wanted, and we take care of them until they're adopted and give them all the medical care and so forth that they need.
But this is a no-kill facility.
Okay.
So we take in as many as we can care for, and then after that we have to close the intakes because we don't euthanize for space or aggression or anything like that.
Let's talk about adoption. How important is that?
It is the heart of what we do. We're trying to give these kitties and dogs and whatever we even have rescue horses, a second chance because they weren't given that. They're given up or whatever, and that's what we do. We do not kill our animals to make space. So without adoptions, we don't have space to take in more and help more. So
Right.
please come down and see our animals.
Okay, let's talk about volunteers. How important are volunteers and what are some things they'll be doing?
Volunteers are probably the backbone of any nonprofit organization, honestly. You always have minimal staff. But for us, with COVID, when it came in, most of our volunteers left. So we have a great need for volunteers. And what we really need is people that will come in and help clean and feed and do daily care of the animals.
Do you have to have any experience? Like, I may not have a whole lot of experience, so what can I do today?
I could teach you anything we need you to do.
Yes.
Because if you have the desire to help an animal, then we absolutely can help you fulfill that.
So how many animals can you house? I know you have a lot of space, but there's a lot of animals too.
Yeah, we're looking at well over 100.
Wow.
Just in kitties. Now we're at a 25. We're overloaded about 25% right now because of this economy and things and people shutting. They're just, for some reason, we are just overrun this year. It's awful. But on the dogs, it's per kennel. So when we have more kennels, we can have more, but we need more volunteers and we need more help to take care of these animals. So when someone gets adopted, we take that next animal and we put it right there.
So
in his
how
place.
how important is the volunteering experience? I mean, you need more since COVID, right?
Yes.
But how would you encourage someone out there that's thinking, I don't know, I haven't done anything since COVID?
If you love animals, this is the perfect place to go. Where can you go that when you walk in the door, everything you come in contact with is happy to see you?
That's true.
They are just over the top excited that they have a new human that's going to pet them on the head or give them a little love or do something like feed them or water them or clean their kennels. And it's something that comes with inside you, and you cannot describe that in any way.
That's right.
I mean, you absolutely cannot. It's something you have to experience and feel.
You've been with the Humane Society since its beginnings,
Yes.
right? So why do you do what you do?
It's addictive. To see an animal come in that no one wanted, they couldn't stand it, it was sick, to go to a forever home, it's just, there's an addiction there that you can't get enough of it. And so with that, I've been with the Humane Society since 1989. We didn't have a facility, we were all meeting in the high school, a high school classroom. We boarded them at a veterinarian, and since 1989 to now, we have our own facility 7 days a week with employees.
Wow. Okay, so Cindy, why do you do what you do here?
It's hard to describe, actually, but there is no better feeling, like Carmel said, than to take an animal at their weakest point and make them whole again. And that's really my passion, is to take in those really tough cases that nobody wants, that nobody else can deal with, because we can and we will. And we won't euthanize them. If they're sick, we're going to make them better. And we're going to make them better at whatever we need to do that.
Well, ladies, everyone has a purpose in life. God has given each of us a purpose, and I can tell this
Yes,
is your
ma'am.
purpose.
Yes.
This
Yes,
is your
ma'am.
purpose. So thank you so much for doing what
Thank
you do.
you so much.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
I
having us.
love what we do.
Yes.
I mean, it's amazing. You have to believe in it,
Absolutely.
but it's great.
Pam, we are at the Owensboro Humane Society. I think somebody could take a guess. We're in the cat room.
Yes, we're in the cat room. We're in Pickle's place.
Pickle's
Yes,
Place. Is that the
yes.
nickname of this?
That is,
room?
yep.
Pickle's
It was
Place, I
named
gotcha.
after a cat that Carmel had. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this was really nice. A lot of very friendly cats. I've already
There
made a few
are.
friends.
You
Did you
have.
say Lucky was the name of that one
Okay,
cat?
so Lucky, and then this is Boz, and he's a very friendly cat also.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can see how you can fall in love with them. I bet you do as a
can.
volunteer.
I do. I would love to take all of them home. They're all very sweet, and it's just great to volunteer and be able to come in here and just chill with all the cats, play with them, and just clean their environment, basically.
Right. Why is it that you volunteer? I understand you come here usually about once a week,
Yes,
and you
yes.
deep clean this
I
room.
do.
I bet it takes a long time.
It does. It takes me about 3 or 4 hours. Just cleaning, changing out the towels, litter boxes, mopping, cleaning windows, that kind of thing, like you would do at home. But also, I mean, you have to get a pet in or two. You can't just sit there and clean. You gotta love on them and just give them that attention, and you can see they love it.
Yeah.
They love it.
Right. Well, I'm a volunteer in training today, so I get to help you clean. It
Yes,
looks like a
yes.
mop bucket here.
Yes, we're gonna be mopping today.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So I have mopped before, so I'm
Okay.
going to guess that
Okay.
you already got everything
Yes.
ready to go.
Yep.
Thank you for preparing for me. And I'm going to put this in here, wring it out.
Looks like you're a professional already.
I know it. I've done this before. And then I'm guessing I take it and just start mopping and cleaning the
Yes,
floor,
yes.
trying to get up.
Normally, we'll get under the chair, but it looks like we have a stowaway, so.
Oh, yeah, okay. But you would mop, I guess, the entire floor.
We
right?
do. We mop the entire floor, the entryway out here, the litter room area. We'll clean those boxes and mop in there. And
Yeah, I could see how that would take you 3 or 4
it
hours.
does. It does.
That's so good of you to volunteer your time to do this for these cats. You must really love
Oh, I
animals.
do.
Cats
I
in particular,
do.
or all animals?
I love all animals. I love dogs, cats, you name it, anything. If they even had other animals here, like goats or whatever, I'd be out there with them too.
Yeah, you're just an
cleaning up
animal
after
lover.
them.
So all animal lovers out there watching the show right
Yes.
now, would you encourage them to volunteer at
Yes.
their local Humane Society?
Exactly. I mean, you're not only interacting with these pets and learning about them and socializing. Each pet has a story that basically, they've been through stuff. And it just is great for them to have a people interaction.
Right, yeah. So not only are you cleaning, you're interacting with the animals, loving on them,
Of course.
making friends.
Exactly, and all of these, they're so used to me coming up here over the last 3 years, and of course, when you walk in the door, they come up to you and just greet you like you'll have all of them like, yay, she's here. You know, she's going to feed us treats, and, you know, she's going to love on us and pet us.
Yeah,
So,
that's great.
Yeah.
How would you encourage other people? Maybe somebody out there watching, maybe they're considering going to a place that helps animals, no matter if that's the Humane Society or wherever that is.
Yeah.
What would you say to encourage them to get out and volunteer?
Well, I would say, like me at first, I asked Carmel several times, hey, do you need volunteers? You need volunteers? And I just waited, and I shouldn't have waited. I should have just went ahead and did it right when I had that wound, because it's just an amazing experience. And the best thing that you can do is contact your local Humane Society and just say, hey, I want to volunteer. I want to make a difference. Even if it's an hour or two going into that shelter and volunteering, they always need help.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yes.
All the animals, I mean, we're just seeing the cats in here.
Yeah.
All the animals, I'm sure there's always volunteer needs.
There is. There's, you know, not only cleaning, but petting and socializing the pets. Walking dogs, you know, the dogs love to be out of their, you know, kennels, just going for walks and just having that interaction. So, yeah, I mean, it's just a great way to get yourself out in the community and, you know, make some animal friends.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you so much for allowing me to hang out with you and training me as a volunteer and letting me love on some of these cats.
Yes.
So I'll tell you what, we'll keep getting busy here, doing some more stuff.
Exactly.
Thanks again.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Tanya, tell me how long you've been with the Humane Society.
I've been with the Humane Society since before it was here. I've been with the Humane Society beginning in the late 80s or early 90s, when the Humane Society would volunteer to go to the county shelter on Highway 54, and on weekends we would take the animals out of the cages because they had a big bin where they would put animals they didn't want anymore, and we were afraid they would be there all weekend. So the Humane Society would open up the animal shelter for the county 2 days a week on the weekends.
So tell us why you love animals, because I know you do.
Yes, I grew up on a farm. I grew up on a dairy where we had cows and cats and dogs and geese and chickens and wild critters all around. So it's been part of my heritage to save them, and I've enjoyed every bit of it.
Do you think animals are healing to be around and healing for people?
They are such good therapy. A lot of the students I had at one point would have animals with them in their rooms to help calm them. They have a very intense quality about them, so they can almost sense when you need their care. So yes, animals are as good for me as I am for them.
So what do you do here? Tell us what your job is, and if I'm volunteering today, is there anything that I could do to assist you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. A lot of people confuse us with the county shelter. They think the Humane Society and the county shelter are one and the same, and we are not. We are always needy for volunteers and donations. We always need cleaning supplies. We always need food. But we need volunteers to help socialize the animals, because a lot of our animals come here in bad situations. They come from a consequence that owners couldn't keep them anymore. Maybe the owner died. But there are a lot of intense moments where someone who could just hold and cuddle that animal would be welcome. We also have a clinic once a month, and that's what I'm here for mostly, unless they call me in extra. But in our clinic, the good thing about volunteers for the clinic is they can come from all walks of life. You have students who need an internship They're pre-professionals, they're pre-vet, they're pre-med, they're pre-nursing. They can come in and get some hours working here. And they learn things everyone should know. They learn to draw labs, they learn to prep, they learn to clean, they learn a lot of grunt work, but they also become invaluable to us because we are busy, busy, busy during clinic days, and we like that flow to go smoothly. So anyone who wants to volunteer for that, you are more than welcome to give us a call and come on down.
Sounds like you've got a lot of experience with animals, and I can tell you absolutely love to volunteer around animals. So do you have an inspirational story you could share with us?
You know, when I first started working with this facility, yes, I have a bunch of inspirational stories, but one that always stands out in my mind is we routinely drive around the county, and a lot of times there are people with complaints. And although we are not an official law enforcement, we do try to render aid whenever someone has an animal that's being neglected or just needs food to be fed. And we were traveling across country, and we just looked out in a frozen cornfield that had been harvested, and there was this horse just out in the cornfield with nothing to eat. The pond was frozen over, and so we ran back to the clinic and got food in a trailer and came back out, and there he still was because he literally was so weak he could barely move. We drew him to the trailer with food, which he devoured, and he got up in the trailer without a problem. We named him Dooley, and he was very, very ill. He was on his last leg. I don't even know who turned him out in that cornfield, but at that time, a lot of donkeys and horses were being just turned out because there was a problem with the market during those years. Dooley stayed with us, I think, probably a year or so, but he succumbed to the diseases that he had before then. But he was happy till he died, and he became a favorite. He was just so sweet and so gentle, and I want to think he just died from old age.
I'm sure he did. It sounds like, wow, you are very invested in the Humane Society.
Yes.
There's so many people that could help out that don't realize they could help out.
Yes.
So how would you inspire someone to volunteer?
Anyone who has any inclination toward, for the clinic, for instance, toward any kind of recovery and preparation of animals, anyone who has had a pet in the past, but they can't have one now and they just want to be around animals, this is a great place to start. We have a lot of cats all the time that need cuddling and need socializing, and they need people to help us get them adopted. The closer they are with people, the more friendly they are when someone comes in looking for an animal. We have puppies, we have big dogs, we have a facility full of animals that need to be walked every day or need to be cleaned up after. That's a chore, but it's necessary.
That's right.
So we do encourage anyone who wants to volunteer to come on in.
Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure just getting to chat with you, and we want to definitely tell people to come on in and volunteer.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Mike, thank you so much I'm a volunteer in training today, and I understand you are a volunteer here at the Humane Society. So tell us about what you do here.
Well, I'm kind of a jack of all trades kind of volunteer. I kind of do several things that's kind of out of the ordinary for them to do. Like today, we need to cut off a lock, and
yeah, it looks like it's rusted up. So
yeah, it's rusted up. They actually broke the key off in it, so we've got to get this one taken off so we can get in. And there's actually some hay and stuff there we need to move today, so we'll be getting that out of the way as well. But got to get this done first.
I understand, but this is not all you do. You said jack of all trades, or Mike of all trades.
Kind of Mike.
Corny joke, sorry. So you do other things as well?
Yeah, I also maintain their website and any type of computer work that need done as well. So
That's great. So you just, when they need you, they say, Mike, come on down, buddy. We need you to do some work, right?
that's right.
That's great. How would you encourage other people to volunteer in their community, whether it be at the Humane Society or somewhere else?
Well, I feel fortunate enough that and I think a lot of other people do too, that, you know, you want to try to give back a little bit to your community that's been good to you to help you get to where you're at.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I do what I do. So, and to get other people, you know, just telling them what you do to volunteer and stuff like that will get them maybe a little motivated to come on out and help as well.
Yeah. Well, we hope this show brings some other volunteers. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to step back, let you cut that, and then I know we got to get in and get some hay, right? That's our
correct.
job today. So
that's our main
I'll
job.
step back and get out of the way, and I'll let you take care of that.
Okay.
I don't think you want to give that to me, especially not my co-host Teresa Rowe, because she would probably cut her finger off.
Have to admit, I'll show you a little scar right there.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it can happen, so.
Awesome.
So,
That wasn't too bad.
no, this tool pretty well gets through them pretty quick.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So now we got some hay in there. We're going to get to work. Thanks again for training me to become a volunteer.
No problem.
Move some hay. Ready?
Sounds good.
Okay, so Nathan, tell me why you guys are out here and who are you?
Well, we're excited today because it's Veterans Day, and we decided to make this a day of service for Southern Star Central Gas Pipeline. Our company helps transport gas from the Rockies and out west towards Missouri and Oklahoma, and we've been doing it for 100 years.
Okay, so why are you guys out here volunteering today?
Well, we wanted to help out with different groups around the community, but today we're here at the Owensboro Humane Society because we really wanted to give back to our local animals. We love to, we got a lot of pet lovers here in the company, and we wanted to give back any way we could. So we knew that there was a real need. We're getting close to winter. Tomorrow's going to be a really cold day, so we're here to get these dogs ready for winter, make sure they're protected and warm.
Okay, so why do you personally volunteer?
Well, I've actually gotten a lot of personal benefit from it, just being able to help out others, to see the smiles on faces, sometimes dogs and cats, but it just gives you a natural lift, and it gets you a lot of motivation to just do what you need to do every day. And so for some people, it gives you a great feeling.
So how would you encourage other companies to do the same as you guys are doing today?
Oh, it's so easy. You know, it's there's places you can go, like your operation, but as well as just reaching out to different organizations. Look for those 501c3 nonprofits that just really need a help. And picking up the phone, it's very simple. A lot of these groups will make an effort, and they've had to do a lot of work to get ready for us. We've got 20 people coming out today, so they've done some work themselves just to be ready for us, which is great.
Okay, so tell us what we're doing today, because I noticed they're working really hard behind us. So I'm a volunteer in training,
All right,
so what
great.
can I do to help you?
Good to have you. So we're actually putting up these winterizing panels for these kennels. They've had nice weather all summer, but it's time to get ready for the cold. So we're going to put up panels along here, just zip tying them. They got a nice fancy operation. We're on the warm days they can flip them up, so we're just kind of have to zip tie these to the kennels.
Okay.
You
So
ready to get
can I
started?
help you? What can I do?
Well, let's just grab some panels and start looking to see, make sure they're the right ones and start putting them in place.
I'll take your lead.
All right. We'll take one here. And we're looking for holes in them, so let's flip it upside down.
Okay.
I think we got more holes on this side. We'll just take it down here to the end to make sure we've got room. Watch your step.
Okay.
The most important thing when you're doing these things is be safe. There we go. And we'll go grab some zip ties so we can put these things up.
You mean hold it?
Yeah, you want to just hold it right
Okay.
there. We'll make sure we got the right size real quick.
Okay.
Got a couple different things going on here. You know which ones go where.
It's just a puzzle piece.
Hey there.
No, you're fine. Let's see if we've got enough length here to get all the way across. There we go. I think we're going to be good once we put this wall up.
All right.
We'll just continue building that up.
Okay, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Great to see you.
Hello to everybody.
Hey!
What's your name, by the way?
My name is Haley Richardson.
Haley. Why are you out here volunteering today?
Southern Star gave us this opportunity, and it's just good to get out in the community and, you know, learn about different places here. And, you know, it's just good for yourself.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's good to give back. It makes you feel good. And I mean, that's pretty cool. I think that y'all's companies out here working together. Why would it be important for people to go out and volunteer in their community? Obviously, they get a lot out of it, like you said.
I mean, there's just so many people that need our help. I mean, if these places are doing so much for our community, the least we can do is go and help them. And, you know, like they said, I think they only have like 3 employees here and a very few volunteers. And as we can see, this is a lot of work for just 3 people to maintain all the time. So just, you know, helping them out and also just learning about your community. I've met so many people and learned about so many different organizations just in Owensboro since volunteering, and it's just, you know,
I think it's funny that you say talking about learning about nonprofits, because I don't think everybody realizes all the great nonprofit organizations we have in our community and the difference that they're making, right?
Absolutely.
So you are getting educated as we all go out and volunteer at these places. It's kind of fun, and it's learn about it.
It is, yeah. Like you say, just to learn about it and just to interact with people that you don't get to see, you know. Or you wouldn't get to meet them if you didn't have this opportunity.
Right.
So it's just, you know, gets you out
Like
there.
me, I'm Randy.
I'm Haley.
Haley, all right, nice to meet you.
Sorry, my hands might be a little dirty.
I don't care. I cleaned up some cat poop earlier, so I'm
Well,
yeah,
good
you
thing I
got
have
it
my
on your
gloves
hand.
on then, right?
I washed my hands since then. Hey, thank you for whatever
Absolutely.
thing that you are doing out here today.
Yeah, it's
This
good.
is
Like
great.
I say, it takes a lot of people to make it look like this. So.
Man, y'all are doing a lot of work.
Yes.
It takes an army, and y'all are getting it done. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks everybody so much for watching Project Volunteer. Teresa, we had another great day here at the Humane Society, right?
We did, and I learned a lot.
You
I
did.
mean, they need volunteers.
Look what we have
I
behind
know,
us.
I know.
Oh, I gotta feed him. I gotta feed him. This is Southern, you all. His name is Southern, and he is getting him a treat right now.
Yeah.
And Southern is here at the Humane Society. So we want to encourage you to get out and volunteer in your community. I'm sure wherever you're watching, there's a Humane Society or some kind of a place that takes care of animals. So if you're an animal lover, get in there and get your hands dirty, so to speak, or at least get to feed a horse every once in a while. Come here, buddy. Thanks for watching.
Good boy, good boy.
That's good.